Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to unlock every Druid form customization option added to World of Warcraft in patch 10.2. All of the forms you'll see in this video are bind on pickup, meaning you'll need to farm them on a Druid as you won't be able to mail them across your account. But the good news is that all of the forms are account wide once you've learned them, so you'll only need to farm them once. There are plenty of customization options to choose from, spanning across every different form Druids can shapeshift into, so let's dive straight in. The first form you can collect is the Hibernating Runebear, which you can unlock by getting the Mark of the Hibernating Runebear to drop from Auroral the Hibernating, the new world boss in the Emerald Dream. Next up, you have a chance to loot the Verdant Bristlebruin bear form customization option from Morath the Slothful at roughly the coordinates 4072 in the Emerald Dream. A quick tip: if you don't have coordinates in your game, be sure to download the Map Coords add-on. I've linked the CurseForge version of the link in the description for you if you need it, but there are lots of other add-ons that can do this for you too, if you find one that works better for you. The Ashen Bristlebruin bear form is unlocked after looting the pollen-fused Bristlebruin fur sample, which can be found laying on the ground at the coordinates 6339 in the Emerald Dream. Moving on to Umbraclaw bear forms, to unlock the Loamy Umbraclaw customization option, first head to Thalashar Grove Heart in the Eye of Ysera at 6016 in the Emerald Dream and purchase the Silent Mark of the Umbraclaw. While you're there, it would also be wise to buy one of each of all the other silent marks too, as you'll need these for certain forms that we'll take a look at later. For now though, take your silent mark of the Umbraclaw and use it on the owlbear mobs to attune it. I found all the Umbraclaws I needed in the south of the Emerald Dream, and you can conveniently find all the other creatures you need for the other silent mark customization options there too. After using the mark on different Umbraclaws around 10 times, it will convert the item into the mark of the Loamy Umbraclaw, which then unlocks your appearance. Next, the Snowy Umbraclaw bear form can be unlocked in two different ways. Firstly, it has a chance to drop from the Emerald Bounty, which is one of the 3 new world events in the Emerald Dream, but it can only drop if the player plants a gigantic dream seed, which is the epic version of the seed that can drop from a couple of rares. Otherwise it can be purchased by the Dream Warden's Renown Quartermaster at Renown level 20. The second way to get the Snowy Umbraclaw is to loot a Seed Bloom from the Emerald Bounty, which is a new currency used to purchase cosmetics. If you manage to get a Seed Bloom, you can then head to Talisa Whisperbloom at the central encampment in the Emerald Dream to purchase your mark of the Snowy Umbraclaw. The final bear form customization option is the Dark Umbraclaw, which drops from the Emerald Dream rare mob called Mosa Umbramane at the coordinates 5436. Moving on to cat form customization options, the first one we're taking a look at is the Moon-Blessed Dreamsaber. To get started on this one, you need to loot the small box of vials from the Eye of Ysera in the Emerald Dream, found at roughly the coordinates 5425. This will give you 6 empty vials that you need to take to different moonwells around the various worlds and continents to fill up. There should be a note attached to each vial giving you a clue as to where each of them needs to be filled. For the empty vial labelled E, you need to go to Eastern Kingdoms. For this, I would recommend that you head either to the Twilight Grove Moonwell in Duskwood at 4933 or the Green Warden's Grove Moonwell in Wetlands at 5737. It doesn't matter which one you choose. You'll also have an empty vial marked K for Kalimdor. You can take this to any moonwell in Kalimdor, but if you're able to dreamwalk, you can then take the portal to Moonglade, where you'll find a moonwell at the coordinates 6761. If you can't dreamwalk, it means you need to complete the intro questline for your class order hall in Legion. Head to Legion Dalaran to start this. For the empty vial labelled O, you need to find a moonwell in Outland. There is one in the Cenarian Thicket in Terakar Forest at the coordinates 4523, which will likely be the quickest to reach as you can use the Shatrath portal from your faction's capital city. Next, head to Northrend with your empty vial marked N, and you'll find a moonwell at 2955 in Star's Rest in Dragonblight. The penultimate vial is labelled D for Draenor, and you can either head to the Shadow Moon Valley Moonwell at 2924 or the Asheran Moonwell at the coordinates 6560. Finally, head to Val'sharah in the Broken Shore and fill the final vial labelled B in the Thastalar Basin Moonwell at 4568. With all of your vials filled, you can combine them to make Coalesced Moonlight, which you then need to take to the Feral Dreamstone in the Emerald Dream. Use the item near the stone and a chest will appear containing the Moonblessed Claw for your Moonblessed Dreamsaber cat form. Moving on, the rare mob Keen-Eyed Keeyan in the Emerald Dream has a chance to drop the mark of the Keen-Eyed Dreamsaber. And for the final Dreamsaber, you'll need the silent mark of the Dreamsaber, purchasable from Thalashar Groveheart. Then you'll need to use the item on Dreamsaber mobs until the item is attuned and converted into the mark of the Evergreen Dreamsaber. I found all the Dreamsaber mobs I needed in the south of the Emerald Dream. These Dreamsabers will be hostile, but you can use the mark on them even if you're in combat with them. Just make sure you do so before they die, as the mark does not work on corpses. Moving on, the overwhelming majority of Moonkin Form customization options are actually available by default, and you can fully customize everything from feather color, horns, beak, decorations, and even effects. The only restrictions are that you will still not have access to other races' Moonkin Forms, and the customizations that are available to unlock each have a chance to drop from Tindral Sageswift, the penultimate boss of the 10.2 raid Amidrasil. Tindral can drop the Feather of the Smoke Red Moon, which unlocks the reddish toned feather color option, maroon decoration color, as well as the fiery effect for your Moonkin form. Everything else for Moonkins is immediately available at the barbershop for you, and you can of course still use the Glyph of the Stars to keep your humanoid form while in Moonkin form if you prefer. Now let's take a look at ground travel forms. Starting off with the Sable Dreamtalon, which can drop from Ristar the Rabid, a rare mob in the Emerald Dream who can be found at 4439. Dreamtalons are a new creature that blend a raptor model with feline features. Next up, you have a chance of looting both the Auroral Dreamtalon and the Boreal Dreamtalon from an Emerald bounty, so long as a gigantic dream seed was planted. Alternatively, you can buy these customization options from Talisa Whisperbloom for 1 seed bloom each. The Dreamtalon Matriarch customization option has a chance to drop from Matriarch Kiva in the Emerald Dream at 4173. Lastly, the Thriving Dreamtalon can be earned by picking up a silent mark of the Dreamtalon from Thalashar Groveheart. Then, use the mark on Dreamtalon mobs until it is attuned and turned into the mark of the Thriving Dreamtalon. I found all of the Dreamtalons I needed in the same area as the Umbraclaws from earlier, in the south of the zone. Speaking of silent marks, you'll also need the silent mark of the Dreamstag to unlock the Lush Dreamstag ground travel form. Use this silent mark on Dreamstags in the Emerald Dream until it turns into the mark of the Lush Dreamstag. You can use this mark on Glade Hearts, Glade Hinds, and Does, and I found all of mine in the south of the Emerald Dream. The last Dreamstag model is the Smoldering Dreamstag, which drops from a rare called Talthanai Ash Whisper in the Emerald Dream. Unlike other rares in the zone, this one has 5 possible spawn points: 6370, 6466, 6167, 3622, and 3522. Moving on to flight forms, there are 3 new customization options that each resemble the new Somnowl form in 3 distinct colours. Firstly, the Azure Somnowl comes from completing the quest in the Emerald Dream called The Answers You've Earned, which begins with the quest The Quanzo Query, with Cenarius in the central encampment of the Emerald Dream. The next flight form is the Slumbering Somnowl. To get this customization option, fly around the Emerald Dream and look for Somnowl mobs. Cast Hibernate on them and you'll be able to interact with them while they're asleep to pick up a soft Somnowl feather. You'll likely find lots of owls flying around, and while you can hibernate them mid-air if you're close enough, you won't be able to reach them to loot them, and aggroing the owls with damage or a taunt will also prevent you from being able to loot them, so look for owls that are perched on the ground. I found most of the Somnowls I needed towards the southeast of the zone, but if you're struggling to find 5 different Somnowls, You could also just wait until the 5-minute debuff expires on an owl you've already plucked. Do this 5 times until you have 5 feathers, and then combine it with silken thread, available from any tailoring, general goods or trade supplies vendor, to make a Somnowl feather strand. Then you need a rank 3 runed writhe bark, which is easily obtainable on the auction house, or it can be crafted by players who have leveled Dragonflight inscription. Combine your runed writhe bark with the Somnowl feather strand to make the mark of the Slumbering Somnowl to unlock your new flight form. The final flight form you can unlock is the Blazing Somnowl, and this one is much more exclusive as it can only drop from Farak in a Midrasil on Mythic difficulty. The flight form is the exact same model as the mount from Mythic Farak, just that druids will be able to transform into the mount rather than sitting on top of it. So there we have it. Those are all of the new druid form customization options available as of the release of patch 10.2 and the subsequent launch of the new raid in Season 3. You can then head to a barbershop and customize each of the forms you have options available for. If you have any questions, as always, please do leave a comment below and I'll do my very best to help you. And if you'd like to hang out live with me someday, you can find me over on my Twitch channel, which is linked on screen or in the description below, along with all of my other socials. For now though, thank you so much for watching, best of luck farming your new druid forms, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!